If it called a Bacchic celebration or some festival for panocolias or for the gentiles, would not be able to move around through all the kettle drums. But as it is, there are no women here. Ah, here's my neighbor. At least she's come. Hello, Caronis.
Hello, Listrada. What's bothering you, child? Don't look so annoyed. It doesn't suit you. Your eyes get wrinkled.
My heart's on fire, Caronis. I'm so angry at married women, at us, because although men say we are devious characters,
Because, by God, we are.
when I call them all to meet here to discuss some serious business, they just stay in bed and don't show up.
Oh, my dear, they will come. It's not so easy for wives to get away. We have got to fuss about our husbands, wake up the servants, come and wash the babies and give them food.
But there are other things they need to do, more important issues.
My dear Listrada, why have you asked the woman to meet here? What's going on? Is it something big
It's huge.
and hard as well?
Yes, by God, really hard.
Then why aren't we all here?
I don't mean that. If that were it, they'd all be charging here so fast. No, it's something I've been wrestling with for so many sleepless nights.
If you have been working it like that, by now it must have been shriveled up.
Yes, so shriveled up that the salvation of the whole of Greece is now in women's hands.
In women's hands? Then it won't be long before we're done for.
It's up to us to run the state's affairs. The Spartans will no longer be around.
If they weren't there, by God, not anymore, that would be good news.
And then if all Boeotians were totally destroyed.
Not of them, you'd have to save the eels.
As for Athens, I won't say anything as bad as that. You can imagine what I'd say. But now, if only all the women would come here from Sparta and Boeotia, join up with us. If we work together, we'll save peace.
But what sensible or splendid act would women do? We sat round playing with our cosmetics, wearing golden clothes, posing in Sumerian silks and slippers.
Those are the very things which I assume will save us. Short dresses, perfumes, slippers, makeup, and clothing men can see through.
How's it going on to work?
No man living will lift his spear against another man.
By the two goddesses, I must take my dress and dye it yellow.
To pick up his shield,
I will have to wear my very best silk dress.
or pull out his sword.
I need to get some truth.
Oh, these women. They should be here by now.
Yes, by God, they should have splendid wings and come there hours ago.
They are true Athenians, you see. Everything they should be doing, they postpone till later. But no one's come from Salamis or those town on the coast.
I know this woman. They were up early on the boats, riding the mizzen-mast.
I'd have bet those women from Archenia would come and get you there first, but they've not shown up.
Well, Disney's wife will be here. I saw her City CEO to come. Hey, look, here's a group of women coming for you, and there's another one as well. Hello there. Where's they from?
Those from Anarchios.
By God, it seems we are kicking a stink.
Mrs. Strutter, did we get here late? What's the matter? Why are you so quiet?
I'm not pleased with you, Myrin. You're late, and this is serious business.
It was dark. I had trouble tracking down my waistband. If it's such a big deal, tell this woman.
No, let's wait a while until the women from Sparta and Boeotia get here.
Alright, that sounds like the best idea. Hey, here comes Lampito.
Hello, Lampito. My dear friend from Sparta. How beautiful you look. So sweet, such a fine complexion, and your body looks so fit, strong enough to choke a bull.
Yes, by the two God. I could put that off. I do exercise and work out to get my growth tone.
What an amazing pair of bracelets you have got.
Oh, you're stalking me like I'm sacrificed.
And this young woman, where's she from?
By the two twin gods, she is ambassador and she is from Boas.
Of course, from Boeotia. She's got a beautiful lowland vision.
Yes, Vegas. She's keeping that territory Alicent is groomed.
Who's the other girl?
A noble girl from the two gods from Comte.
A really noble girl. By those, it's clear she has got good lines right here, back here as well.
Or who's the one called the meeting and brought this bunch of women here?
I did.
And lay out what it is you want from us.
Come on, dear lady, tell us what's going on. What's important to you?
In a minute, before I say it, I'm going to ask you one small question.
Ask whatever you want.
Don't you miss the father of your children when they go off to war? I understand the whole life was planned to with.
My dear, it's 4 months since my man's been gone off in Thrace taking care of correctly.
And mine's been stuck in Pilo 7 whole months.
And mine, as soon as he gets home from the war, he grabbed his shield and rode him off again.
As for old friends and lovers, there are none left, and since millenniums moved against us, I have not seen a decent 8-inch dildo. Yes, it's just leather, but it helps us out. So would you be willing, if I found a way, to work with me to make this fighting end?
By the twin goddesses, yes. Even if in just one day, I have to pawn this dress and drain my purse.
Me too. They could slice me up like a flat fish. They use one half of me to get a piece.
I do climb to the top of Targetus to get a glimpse of peace.
Alright, I'll tell you. No need to keep quiet about my plan. Now, ladies, if we want to force the men to have a peace, well then, we must give up.
Give up what? Tell us.
Then will you do it?
Of course, we'll do it, even if we have to die.
Alright then, we have to give up all male penises. Why do you turn away? Where are you going? How come you bite your lips and shake your heads? And why are you so pale? How come you're crying like that? Will you do it or not? What will it be?
I won't do it, so let the war drag on.
I won't either. The war can keep on going.
How can you say that, you flat fish? Just now you said they could slice you into halves.
Ask what you like, but not like that. If I had to, I would be willing to walk through fire sooner than give up screwing. There's nothing like that. They're straight up.
And what about you?
I chose the fire too.
What a debased race we women have. It's no wonder men write tragedies about us. We are good for nothing but scream Poseidon in the bathtub. For my Spartan friend, if we were willing just you and me, we could still pull it off. So help me out.
But the shrink guard is hard for women to sleep all the night themselves without a broken cord. But we must try. We got to have a peace.
Oh, you're a true friend. The only woman in this bunch.
If we're ready to give up, what do you say? I hope it never happens. Would going that make peace more likely?
And the two goddesses, yes. Much more likely. If we sit around at home, with all our makeup on and in those gowns made of armor seal, naked underneath with our crotches neatly blocked, our husbands will get hard and want to screw. But then if we stay away and won't come near them, they will make peace soon enough. I am sure of it.
Yes, just like they said, when Menelaus saw Helen neglected, he dropped his sword.
But my friend, what is our men ignore us?
Well then, in the words of Frequits, you'll find another way to skin the dog.
But fake penis aren't any use at all. What if they grab us and hold us by force into the battle?
Just grab the doorpost.
And if they beat us?
Then you must submit, but do it grudgingly. Don't cooperate. There's no enjoyment for them when they just force it. Besides, there are other ways to make them suffer. They will soon surrender. No husband ever has a happy life if he do not get on well with his wife.
Well, if you two think this good, we do too.
I'm sure we can persuade our men to work for a just peace in everything. No trick, but how we conquer and think the animal, they are mad for war.
That's not a worry. We win them over.
Why read this strata? I found it is a very meaningful literature drama with profound theme that could also meaningful to perform in 2020. Lawrence, what do you think of the theme of this strata?
The dominant theme here is the power of women. Aristophanes' Lysistrata shows us how women have been treated unfairly without consideration. Imagine using a woman's body as a man. This is very abusive to the women. Where I come from, Nigeria, women are treated like second-class citizens. They can't even get to any post in the government because of their gender and the fact that they are considered fragile. However, Lysistrata has brought out the fact that not all women can be referred or looked at fragile or vulnerable. Lysistrata thought like every man, like a man, behaved like a man, and was firm in her decisions. These type of women are everywhere. It is just about empowering them more and more. With this, there will be a sense of equality between the men and the women.
Yes, I agree with your opinion. The same we act today, I think, is significant in developing the key theme in the play. The same we act today is talk about Lysistrata discuss her plan to other women. In this scene, Lysistrata shows masculine that different to her gender stereotype. By contrast, other women reflect the woman stereotype and the femininity of physical attractive, lazy, slay, and duties are bound to the household. But in the end of the play, all the women change their minds to have this thread of fact with men. I think the development of character in the scene satire the gender stereotype that female can also have male stereotype features, like brave and smart. So, Jackson, what do you try to emphasize center themes in some way as performance?
Yeah, in this performance, I try to emphasize two different type of important themes, which is the gender rules and the peaceful. For the gender rule, in the performance, you just talk about like women that are less power, making decision in or maybe politics. Even women, they mostly stay at home for making decision only in the home, taking care of children, child like that. And for the peaceful, they decided using their home tool to stop the war and hoping men can stay at home for getting peaceful. They just using the simple tool like the woman body and to make men to stop the war.
Yes. For now, can you explain the change of our performance today to relate to the audience in 2020?
We decided to stick to the authentic theme of the play to respect Aristophanes' story. However, we decided to modify it a little bit by adding music, sound, and some lighting effects to attract the audience more. For example, we added a small song at the start of the play and also at the background in order to give the audience a taste of the Greek authenticity and culture. The scene and its dialogue have been kept the way it is to keep the authenticity. Audiences in 2020 usually focuses on visual effects more than the actual story. So it is important to make sure that the play is eye-catching with colors and sounds and does not bore the audience in any way.
That's great.